Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Recommendations. And today I'm going to be recommending... What am I going to recommend? It's going to be a TV show, actually, guys. Now, this show just ended, and it's no longer, they're no longer going to come with new episodes. It's not an American show. It's a British show, and it's called Luther. If you have not seen Luther, I would highly recommend checking this out. It stars Idris Elba and Ruth Wilson. Both amazing actors. I mean, hands down, it was like the best TV show I've got into. I got into it because it was recommended to me because I watched Sherlock and Wallander, and this show is phenomenal. They only have a couple episodes per season. There's only 3 seasons. Yes, folks, 3 seasons. 3 really good seasons. Now, the season finale, it ends, and you're like, that's all, that's it? Well, why? I mean, it didn't feel like a real conclusion to me. But Idris Elba said that they are toying with an idea to do a film to finally just just say, that's it, we're done. I would like to see him come back for another season or so, but it doesn't go. But you have Idris Elba, who plays a cop who could be dirty, who probably just bends the rules just to make sure he gets the right bad guy. He does push the limits a bit, and he ends up having another detective who's on his side, who's basically a younger. When he starts off, he's pretty much he wants to be assigned over to them and works alongside with him. And the character's name is Justin Ripley, and he is pretty much like wide-eyed, and he's innocent. And he finds some of the stuff that Luther does is kind of like, no. But he can't really argue with the results, because the results are he is getting the right bad guy. Just kind of going about it basically Luther walks that gray area. He walks that fine line. And it's his balance between right and wrong. And you're like, you might be pushing it just a bit there, buddy. You might want to just stay right where you are. And then you have Ruth Wilson, who's an amazing actor. She was in The Lone Ranger, and I mean, her performance is phenomenal. She does an amazing job. I can't give away too much of these guys as characters, because I mean, they're phenomenal. But she's basically, she comes from a family who's rich and all that, and she's just lost her family. So I'm gonna leave it at that, because I can't give away too much. I mean, there's like so much that's going on with this whole series. And you have Luther, who's having issues with his personal life with his ex-wife, and he has anger issues and all that. And the first episode sets the tone of Luther and where he's at, where his headspace is at. So I definitely recommend watching the first episode, hands down. It is streaming on Netflix still. I believe it's still streaming on Netflix, last I checked, which was like a couple weeks ago. So if you have not seen it, definitely check it out. It is not released on Blu-ray in the United States or in the UK, which is kind of messed up. It's released in Germany on Blu-ray, but it's edited. They took stuff out, and I was close to buying it because I found out it was region free, but it was edited out, and they took stuff out, and I was like, nope, can't have it. And I emailed the BBC, and they're like, I had pretty much their response. They hadn't get a response back, but pretty much the response they said is they probably won't release it on Blu-ray unless there was a high enough demand. And I'm sitting there like, this show was phenomenal, but yet how are you not going to release it on Blu-ray everywhere else, but you're going to release it in Germany, especially in the UK? Since it's a UK show, you figured, we're going to release it and just on DVD, but you don't need Blu-ray. That's fine. But yeah, that is my recommendation. I definitely highly recommend watching Luther. If you're a big fan of Idris Elba and his work in The Wire, you'll love him in this show. If you love him in Losers or any of the other movies that he has done, you'll definitely love him in this show. So I highly recommend watching Luther. Until then, guys, I'm Grim Reaper. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Alright, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.